Hello, it's Hannah and I'm going to talk to you today about our Pantograph kits. We have a desk-sized one and one that you can use up on the whiteboard. Both of these kits are useful for exploring dilations as well as translations, so you can get into the different types of transformations. And you can also use this to investigate area and similar shapes. The way a pantograph works is that it actually draws the same object at two different scale factors at once. And so this is a fun STEAM integrated activity where students can draw and create shapes at these different scales and see how it happens all at once. Now with our regular size pantograph, the desk sized one, it draws it at a 1:2 ratio, whereas the Pantographs kit large that you use on a whiteboard can be adjusted using the meter sticks to be either 1:2, 1:3, 1:4, or 1:5. So I hope you enjoy these kits, and this next part of the video is going to go into how you assemble them. Alright, let's start with the large pantograph kit. First thing you want to do is secure one of your meter stick hinges to the first meter stick at the 10 centimeter mark. To secure it, utilize a rubber band and tape. It's really important that these are very sturdy and stable, otherwise your scale factor will get off. Next, secure your hinge that holds the dry erase marker at 36.67 centimeters. You'll want the pegs coming off the same side of the meter stick, so have them both facing up with the triangles, or in this case, the circle that has the little indent so you know exactly where you're lining it up. There you go, you have your first meter stick ready to go. For your second meter stick, you're going to secure two of the meter stick hinges, one at 10, one at 36.67 again, and you will also secure a regular marker holder all the way down at 90. When securing the marker hold, you secure it at 90 centimeters, where you can see the 90 through the center of the circle. For the third meter stick, secure a marker hold at 10 and two outside ball bearing pieces at 36.67 and 90. For the final meter stick, secure the final two ball bearing outside pieces at 36.67 and at 90. You now have all four meter sticks ready to go. Next, you need to insert the ball bearings into the openings of the ball bearing outsides. If they're a little bit loose, you'll need to add tape around the outside to make sure that they're really secure. To test that, pick them upside down and shake them. Once you have that ready to go, take the first meter stick and insert the meter stick hinge of the first one into the center opening of the third meter stick. Then insert the marker hinge into the 90 mark on the fourth meter stick. Then take the final two meter stick hinges and insert them into the last two ball bearing outside pieces. This should create a perfect parallelogram that remains a parallelogram no matter how you move the pantograph. It should also maintain a straight line between all three marker holds no matter how you move it. Check for stability. We pick it up by the two top ones and wiggle it around a little bit and see if any of the openings fall out. If that happens, simply add more tape to make the connection more secure. Next, insert the markers into each of the openings of the marker holds. In this particular scenario, the anchor is this pink one here, which is close to the 36.6, and the large scale marker is the one that has the large gap between 90 and 36.6. Once you have that, you're ready to start using it. To use it, have two people work together where one is the hold of the anchor point and they're holding that preferably against some sort of stable object so that they keep it really steady, while the second person draws with one marker and makes sure that the second marker is constantly touching the whiteboard so that they're getting their two drawings at the same time in the different scales. Now to adjust the scale factor on this, you only move the points of the meter sticks that are currently at 36.67. Now let's assemble your desk-size pantograph. To do that, simply take your two long pieces and put them back to back so that they're flat against each other. Slide a peg through the end, and you want the two tall parts to be at the same spot. Then use either the hard tops or the flexible tops to secure it in place. Next, line up the medium 4-pencil leg, and again, secure with a peg, and secure the short leg using the last 2 pegs. Notice that all of these are with the flat sides facing each other so that it moves smoothly. Then insert a toothpick into the opening of the bottom of the toothpick holder. You can slide that there. If it won't go all the way through, that's fine. You can just break it off after about 1 centimeter beyond the end. And this will go into our portable C-clamp and hold this as an anchor point so that the rest of it will be stable while you move the pantograph around. For the final step, consider whether you want to draw small and have it scaled up or draw large and have it scaled down. Whichever one you're going to have as your drawing pencil, use a regular pencil. Whichever one you're going to be having scaled up, in this case, or scaled down, use a charcoal pencil. That way it doesn't have to have much pressure on it, but will still draw. If these are at all loose, you can use tape to widen the pencils so that they're sticking a little bit better. Then, to assemble the C-clamp, take a machine screw and thread it gently into the opening on the C-clamp. Now, if it's a bit tight, you might need pliers to get it to go. But this C-clamp is designed so that it could go over the edge of a student's desk, or if your desks are too thick, you can use them with a notebook as well. You can also use the clamp foot on the bottom of the machine screw if you're worried about hurting your desk or other surface. To secure that, you simply screw it onto the end as well. There you go. Little C-clamp ready to go. And now, all you do is secure the C-clamp to whatever surface you want to draw on, in this case, a notebook. And I'm just going to get that good and tight so that it doesn't wiggle around any. And then I use the toothpick as my anchor point, and I'm ready to start drawing. There you go. Very simple desk-sized pantograph that's easy to use and easy to explore transformations such as dilations and translations, as well as similar shapes and area. So we hope you enjoy using both of our pantograph kits, whether you're doing them up on the whiteboard with the interactive large size pantograph or right at your desk with this small, simple pantograph.